How to go from president to unemployed in under 6 hours. I'm assuming this is about the crazy ass shit happening in South Korea. Chat, South Korea is the bad one, right? North Korea is the good one. I want to make sure I have my Koreas in order. No, wait, which one's the good one? I've never been good with geography. Let's get into this.
Guys, the South Korea situation is crazy, okay?
Wait, South Korea's in trouble? But the sexy Korean girls, I'll save them.
Okay, the president's life's absolutely ruined after one of the dumbest decisions I've seen in my life.
What'd they do?
He tried to pull an Emperor Palpatine, but absolutely failed miserably. Not even half an hour after he stated what he was going to do, the South Koreans all went to the streets and protested. Even though the weather was extremely cold and there was a snowstorm going on.
It was a little bit cold out and they still protested. Oh my God, this is serious, blows.
They were not going to deal with his antics.
They had to put on their sweaters.
This wasn't even close to the craziest thing that happened throughout this incident. You had the leader of the opposing party live stream himself trying to go against the orders of the president. Okay, this was absolutely wild. What essentially happened was that the South Korean president enacted martial law hoping to seize full, unquestionable power, mobilizing the military and seeking to disrupt the entire country. In the end, though, he ended up completely underestimating his own citizens and made a grave miscalculation.
Why the fuck did he do that?
Make no mistake, this will be in the history books of your children. So I figured we should probably talk about it. Let's do it. On December 3rd, around 10:27 p.m. South Korean time, the South Korean president, with no prior announcement or warning, declared martial law, emergency martial law, saying that he had to rein in the country because too many politicians were corrupt and working with the enemy, which is North Korea.
Well, that can't be
He said he wanted to fix the country. Now, under the Constitution of South Korea, the president can by himself actually declare martial law. What he was doing was fully within his rights. But for South Koreans, especially the ones from older generations, martial law was bad news no matter how you worded it. The last time a martial law was imposed was in the year of 1980. A rogue general had taken over the country and imposed martial law on it, closed down all newspapers, silenced anyone who was against him, arrested politicians, and put the country under dictatorship. Many South Koreans tried to go up against him, but unfortunately left this planet doing so, let's just say. The martial law order only ended up being lifted in 1981. After 456 days of suffering. And it was only in 1987 that the Sixth Republic of Korea was written and then put into place in 1988.
They went to Planet Namek? Yeah, I don't know about that. So did it end up being fixed after the 456 days? Because it worked. I mean, sometimes things have to be uncomfortable for a little bit. But if it didn't work, then the guy sounds like a real dick. Tater. Anyways.
Ever since
shitty joke.
Then it's been a democracy and there hasn't been any martial law order imposed. So what the hell led us here? How are we here today? Well, Yoon Suk-yeol has been the president of South Korea since 2022. But very shortly after—
Dude, I'd be down for Donald Trump to enact martial law to change the worst issue in America, which is the fact that Chick-fil-A's are closed on fucking Sundays. That shit drives me insane. It's the only good fast food restaurant that serves decently healthy food. And every Sunday I'm just like, well, what the fuck? What do I do now? What do I do now? We get it. You hate gay people. Let us eat chicken on Sunday. Holy fuck.
After taking office, he became very disliked by his population. South Koreans were seeing him as ineffective, someone who couldn't put into place impactful policies to advance the country forward. And by 2024, his approval rating is as low as 20%. This means that 8 out of 10 South Koreans don't like him and want him out of the office. I mean, I think it's safe to say that even Kim Jong-un has a higher approval rating, and he wasn't even voted in by his—
How can Kim Jong-un be so evil when he's just a cute little fat guy? You know what I'm saying? He looks like Majin Buu with a toupee. You know? Is he really that bad? He can't be, man. At least he's a cute little guy.
Population. He is deeply unpopular. This unpopularity stretches even to the National Assembly, where the party that has the majority of votes is the opposing party, the one who is against the president. They're called the Democratic Party. So he hasn't really had much luck there either, not able to pass the bills he wants to pass. Very recently, on November 29th, 2024, the budget that the president wants to pass for 2025 was cut by $2.9 billion. This was done by the opposition party, the Democratic Party. The same party who's been trying to investigate the wife of the president multiple times now over corruption charges, and just very recently started the process to impeach the head of the state audit.
I'm bored. Alright, cool, anyways.
最高じゃないの膝枕寝心地はどうかしら動いちゃダメよ何するかっていうとね耳掃除だから動く